Welcome to the Marketing 101 for Small Business Owners podcast. I am so glad you're here. I am your host, Philippa Channer, and if you recently started your own business, then you're in the right place. Here I share weekly episodes designed to help entrepreneurs like yourself get comfortable with their marketing. Running a business on your own is no easy task. That's why I'm dedicated to helping small business owners get a grip on their marketing strategies and help them explore the many options available for them to get their message out about their products and about their services. This month, we're exploring using paid advertisement and how including paid advertisement in your marketing campaign can help you expand your reach and connect with more customers than ever before. Making the decision to include paid advertisement in our campaign isn't an easy thing to do, and selecting the right method for your business can take some time. All right, so today's podcast is all about how to choose which paid option it's the best for you, which fits your business needs. So let's jump right in and get started. When choosing which paid advertisement option to use, you must consider your budget, the goal for your advertisement campaign, and the specific demographics you're targeting. For traditional options such as print ads or billboards, it may be more cost effective, but you have a limited reach. Digital advertisements such as Google ads or targeted social media campaigns, can be as expensive as your budget allows and often have a larger reach and a higher engagement rate. So you should also research what type of ads are more successful in reaching the audience that is more likely to buy your product or service. So that sometimes, what you have to offer isn't for everybody, as we all know. Finding out and figuring out who that right audience is key. And then doing an ad that's targeted specifically for that demographic is going to get you better results. Also, when choosing an advertisement option that will best suit your needs, consider the target audience you're reaching for. Like I just mentioned, really focusing on the audience that fits your needs and that fits your demographics and is likely to buy the product you have or the service you have. Now, traditional advertisement options may be best for reaching a more general audience or local customer base, while digital advertisements can provide a comprehensive and targeted approach to reaching customers online, no matter where they are. Lastly, you'll want to carefully evaluate your budget and ensure that it adequately covers any costs associated with the marketing efforts. Researching various platforms and their individual benefits can help you make an informed decision when selecting the right platform and advertising options. All right, so let's take a look at some more digital advertisement considerations. There are many types of digital paid advertisement options, such as banner ads, sponsored posts, and Google AdWords. So let's just focus on those for a little bit. Even though there's way more than those are the three most common digital ads that I see. One of the most important factors to consider when choosing which is the right option for you is basically your budget. How much money do you have to spend on this campaign? So banner ads, they're popular because they're cheaper than any other advertisement option. They can be used by companies with any budget, and they have the potential to reach a large audience. They can also be used in a variety of formats, such as on your blog or on social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram. All right, and then there's also sponsored posts, which are another type of advertising that is popular among small businesses and companies looking for a more targeted audience. It's usually cheaper than Google AdWords because it only targets specific users or readers grouped in a certain session rather than everyone who visits a specific website or app. And then there's Google Ads, which is one of the most expensive advertisement options, but it has the most potential or highest potential to reach people who are searching for product or services within your industry. It really, really boils down to how well you set up your Google ad with the keywords that you use and loading in the key phrases that people are going to search for stuff that you have to offer them. And this type of advertisement, it does require more time when you're setting up the ad, because it's not just click one button and you're done. You have a few steps to go through. And like I mentioned, those keywords and key phrases are really, really important in terms of making sure that your ads are targeting the right audience. So now we can jump over into some traditional paid advertisement considerations. When selecting a traditional paid advertisement campaign for your small business, there are several factors that you want to consider. For print and mailer advertisements, you should assess the target audience and the costs associated with creating and distributing the ads. Billboards, radio ads, magazine ads, and TV broadcasts, you need to consider the reachability. for these different options in relation to your target audience size. Of course, as I mentioned, traditional advertisements tend to be more costly. So cost is a huge factor. And depending on the option you choose, it can range from a couple $100s to a couple thousands of dollars per month. Finally, time to create these campaigns also has a significant impact, as some media may require long lead times due to editing needs and scheduling, and there's only a certain amount of ad space available to, for them to fill. So you'll be competing against other businesses with the same airtime. So those with a stronger budget and more lead time are going to land more impactful and more beneficial airtime. So if you're doing a radio ad and you want to be like, I want to have my ad just, shown, or it's not shown, but it's on the radio. I want to have my ad aired during rush hour. That's the peak time for radio times. You may not have a spot if you don't give enough lead time, and if you're not willing to dish out a couple more $100 in order to fill that spot. So those are some considerations. Now, choosing the most effective format of paid advertisement it's no easy task. If you're ready to explore paid advertisements but would like to have an extra hand to guide you through the process to really understand the differences and the benefits, you want to schedule a free consultation session with me today. We can together brainstorm what your goals are first, who your audience is, and also how much money, what's your budget? How much of a budget do you have accessible in order to reach your audience and tackle this new campaign? All right, so next week, we're taking a short podcast break, but we'll be back for the last week of March to wrap up the series with a nice interview with Mickey Kennedy. He will be sharing about how to gain some wonderful publicity using a paid service to submit press releases. While press releases can be free, and they are free to distribute, the benefit of having an expert on your team that can produce quality press releases will help ensure that you get the most value for your announcement and the best value for your buck. So you don't want to miss this conversation. So be sure to check out the podcast again, not next week, but the week after. And in order to do so, just subscribe to this podcast wherever you're listening, so that way you'll be notified when the next episode drops. Until then, you guys have a wonderful week. Thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you then.